It's nothing less than greatness when I do this. They shut up in amazement when I do this. They hate it when I do this. It's heavily underrated when I do this. You'll second guess your favorite when I do this. I do this rap shit. Y'all act as if y'all clueless. When I proved it in my music, fire on hand like a Hadouken. You niggas my juniors. This is hazardous. I'll stomp you in these Azarifs. Dogs with me like I'm Lazarus. Y'all average rappers know what's up. How I jotted this effortless.
Yeah, we up in here. JR motherfucking ride up in here, man.
Yeah.
My God, man.
CT, what up?
Thanks for taking that trip out here, man.
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying?
y'all for having me.
Yeah, man. Legend, man. Bars, y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? But like, yo, JR, man, what you got going on now, man? What's new with you, man?
I just flew in from DR. I got a show in Waterbury. You know, CT always showing love with my guy Capo.
Yeah.
But besides that, my new album, I Really Rap 3 is on the way. I'm looking to drop that in June. You know, I'm still doing what I do. You know?
But yeah, like, yo,
I laid a lot of groundwork, a lot of the blueprint for these spitters. You know what I mean? You
Well,
hear nowadays.
where do you see like
a lot of them?
You got a lot of sons out here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like who do you see kind of like you influence?
I wouldn't call them my sons, you know, but you know, I feel like I influenced a lot of the spitters. You know what I'm saying? If you are a spitter, it's not that really that much. You know what I mean? That are mainstream, but yeah, you know, I laid a nice foundation. Along with Killer, along with Jim, along with Jewels, along with Hell Rao.
Yeah. Nah, but I got elephant in the room, man. How you, like, of course, I'm not going to ask you pick side, but like, how you feel about like the kind of friction between Cam and Jim?
I don't get in between that.
Yeah.
That's regular. Even if my two homies from my crew is getting into it, I'm not getting in between that.
Nah, I hear that, man.
That's what it is.
But like, yo, what's the state of Dip? You know what I mean? Like, what's the state of y'all all together?
As far as the set?
Yeah, the whole set.
I mean, it's been the same since for a minute. Where everybody doing their own thing.
Wow.
You know, but I always been a neutral part of the set where it's like I fuck with everybody.
No doubt.
I fuck with Capo. You know, shouts to Killer.
Yeah.
Shouts to Jewels. Rel is my brother.
Yeah.
You know, I fuck with everybody.
So, yo, man, is it like, yo, any of these new cats, man, like, kind of motivate you? Like, back in the day, like, when you on your come up, I'm sure there was, like, a laundry list of, like, MCs who actually motivate you. Anybody motivate you now? Because everybody know you step. Like, yo, one of my, before
new dudes?
New dudes, yeah.
I don't know if you consider them new dudes, though. Benny the Butcher.
Yeah.
38 Special, but he's not a new dude.
Yeah. But, I mean, they, like, current. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they current.
Recently current.
38, Benny the Butcher. You know, like Conway. Who else? Rome Streets. He's on my new album. Yeah, Rome Streets. Rome Streets is nice. And who else? I try to keep my ear to the streets, but you know, I'll be caught up. I'm in my own world.
Yeah. But let's talk about that. Like, what projects you got over here bubbling? You mentioned the new LP. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about that.
I Really Rap 3. I got Rome Streets on there. I got Jim Jones on there. I got Nino Man Vado on there. Who else? I got my brother Fred Money on there. I don't really want to make it about collabs, you know what I'm saying? But if you're a fan of mine, and if you're not a fan of mine, what you could expect is A1 excellent bars.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like lyrics, not just bars, but just even overall songs. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I like to put out quality. You know what I mean? So absolutely. I don't really drop albums too consistently.
Yeah. But why is that? Because like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you always relevant, but it's just like I kind of like feel like you kind of like just doing your own thing, kind of under the radar, and you know you pop out when you want to pop out. Like, you know, speak on that a little bit.
Yeah, I like to take my time when it comes to music. I record myself. You know, I make sure I get the beats myself, or if I'm not producing myself, I do everything on my own. So if I don't feel like it's the right time, I go for feeling. If I don't feel like it's the right time, I won't drop.
I hear that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because I put out so many projects, I'm still eating off of that. So, you know.
Yeah, so like, yo, we over here with J.R. Ryder, man. I want to ask a dumbass question, yo. You ever met J.R. Ryder, the basketball player? Of course, I know the gist.
Oh, nah. I had a lot of people mix my name up and shit. Yeah. I don't know if it ever happened to him. I always wondered that, but nah. I never met him before.
Wow. So, yo, like,
I didn't get my name from him either, though.
Oh, my bad. Nah, I just assumed that. Yeah. I figured it was like a play, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Ryder, J.R. Ryder, you know what I'm saying?
It was like a play, but it wasn't like I got my name from him because I was a fan.
Yeah.
It was more of a play because my middle name was JR.
Right.
And I was a writer, so it was like, oh shit, JR Ryder, JR Writer.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Nah, it made too much sense for real. You know what I'm saying? So yo, man, let's go back into your history a little bit, man. You know what I mean? We over here with JR Ryder, Dipset, you heard?
Yes, sir. CT,
you know
what up?
Yeah, man, he out here. Yo, talk about, before we get into that, man, what's going on in Waterbury, man? Why you out on CT for?
I got a show with Jim Jones. Shouts to my guy Jay Coop. He's putting it together. It's his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guy. And yeah, I'm pulling up over there to turn up. CT is always like a second home to me. So
yeah,
I'm always, you know what I mean? I'm always willing to pull up.
Yeah, man. How do you feel like your music received now? Like, you know, it's a whole different era right now. Like yo, you one of the punchline, you know what I mean, kings out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think there's still a place for like punchline rappers out here, and not to like put somebody in a box like a punchline rapper? It's just a rapper that got punchline ability. You feel me? Like, you think there's still a place for that?
I feel like there's a lane for that, for different things.
Mm-hmm.
To make it to say it's the popular thing. No, I'm not gonna say it's not the mainstream. You know what I mean? The mainstream is a little bit different, but yeah, I think it's being more acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was a time where it's like nobody wanted to really hear punchlines or complex bars or lyrics in general.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, certain artists created that lane where it's like now it's a lane for that, especially like the upstate artists, like, you know, like I said, Benny the Butcher and 38 Special and the Griselda Wave, and you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I think everybody has this, like especially like when it come to lyrics or drill or certain, everything has its own lane. So yeah, it's still a big crowd that appreciates lyrics and punchlines and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, what's your thoughts on the game in general?
In general?
Yeah.
As far as rap?
Yeah.
It's cool, you know. I'm interested to see where it goes, where, you know what I mean, where it morphs to or where it grows to. But it's not like I don't like new artists. I'm not one of those old artists where it's like, oh, I only.
You don't
like
want to sound like old
shit.
Grumpy Man, all that
yeah,
shit.
You know, but not that I don't want to sound like one. It's just I do listen to like the Drakes and I listen to certain joints. You know,
but yo, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the Grumpy Man shit might be necessary sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you got some right
bullshit. Yeah, it be certain bullshit where it's like, nah, this is real live bullshit. I'm not jacking this, but I could dig it. But nah, you know.
Who's some of the young boys you fuck with?
The young boys?
Yeah.
Oh, I like Chef G. I like Chef G and Sleepy Hollow.
Yup.
Chef G and Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
I fuck with those two.
So yo, speaking about Harlem, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we have Vital up in here, big up Vital. You know,
shouts to V.
Word, like, yo, next crop of young Harlem rappers. You see that? Is that something bubbling up over there?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't got my ear to the streets. I just left Harlem, but I don't know.
But yo,
I'm still out here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still out here. I'm still running circles around whoever you put in front of me.
Yeah,
so,
man.
you know, I don't really be checking for like, oh, who's the next Harlem. I still feel like I'm him.
No doubt, man.
You know?
So, yo, let's talk about like songwriting, songmaking. Like, of course you got a pen, you know what I'm saying? Clearly,
Yes,
you know, J.R. motherfucking Ryder, you know what I'm saying? Easy. But like, yo, do you write for other artists or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
I have written for other artists.
Without saying their names, like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you want to dispel anything, you know what I'm saying?
If I'm not saying any names, then I'm not dispelling anything.
I know, that's a dumb ass question. Nah, I can't ask the question without trying to ask the question. But nah, it's just like, yo.
Yeah, I feel like people mess up their relationships when it comes to ghostwriting for other people when they do that.
How you feel about like ghostwriting in general? Like, these big names, take a ghostwriter, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I just got too much, not even too much pride. It's just defeats the purpose. I don't need nobody else writing my rhymes. I don't feel like nobody else could.
Yeah.
But to each his own. Yeah. I don't have no problem writing rhymes for anybody else as long as they got the bag.
Yeah. Yo, let's talk about like you moving overseas. You mentioned DR and Chinatown sound and all that. I beat that too. You know what I mean? Talk about how you moving overseas and all that.
Yeah, I just got a penthouse out there, Santiago and all that. Yeah,
what?
I'm happy. You know, I've been out there for about 8 months. I'm happy living life. You know, I'm Dominican anyway, but I was born in Harlem.
Yeah.
But it's a change. It's a dope change, and I got the studio out there. I got the studio in the crib. It's fire. You know, everything's moving beautifully.
So outside of yourself, you ever think about having your own imprint? You know what I mean? Try to bring people on, rappers on, and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I got a label deal on the table right now. So I'm interested in signing different artists to my distribution company or whatever.
What type of artists you looking for?
Just with talent. Nothing in particular. With talent, somebody that could really bring something to the table. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm looking for the next best thing because I ain't gonna lie, I'll still be focused on what I'm doing.
So you competitive. So like you bring in young boy and he kind of nice. You probably want to cook him up. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, yeah. I mean, but that's natural because right. I came from the era where it's like when you get in the studio, you could be with the homie, but y'all going at it.
Yeah.
You know, because like anytime I was in the studio with Hal, Cam, Jim, we all trying to be the best. We all trying to see who got the best verse.
Yo, 12 Ball, some of them ciphers, man. I gotta be like, you know what I mean, astronomical out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Nah, we used to battle. You know what I mean? Me, Jim, Jewels, Cam used to put us to battle and shit. So, you know, all of that helped us get our pen up, get our spit game up and shit like that. So,
well, so yo, with your projects coming up, man, you got any visuals?
Yeah, I'm shooting like 4 or 5 videos off the next album. I got a dope song too called Double Trouble with Hal Rell. That's crazy. I got a joint called Stop Playing With Us with Jim Jones. I got a Harlem joint with Nino Man and Vado. I got a crazy joint with Rome Streets. I got a few records, you know.
Yeah, yo, big up Rome Streets, man. I just like put on to him like, you know what I mean, a couple months back, man. That boy nice.
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
you know
yeah. Nah, Rome Streets is that dude.
So yo, like just getting on the road, like you're out here in CT, you know what I mean. I don't consider that the road because y'all right next door, but like you guys ain't like, you know what I mean, any plans on actually crossing the country with your, you know what I mean, your shows and all that.
Yeah. If it calls, you know, if I get that phone call, I'm there.
Wow, no doubt, man.
I done been around the world. I done had tours in Japan, Switzerland, Sweden, Amsterdam, Rotterdam.
Word,
Canada.
man. Yo, we want to live like vicariously through you, man. Like, what was the crazy groupie story you over there, like, you know what I'm saying?
Groupies.
Thailand or something, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I never been to Thailand.
Oh, I just thought like you said China.
You watching too much porn, my nigga.
I ain't know that was a thing. My bad.
Nah, but the groupie stories is regular shit. You know, I don't like the pillow talk, but
I answer for that.
Yeah, been times where, you know, 15, 20 joints in the room, presidential suite, just regular shit, you know.
Yeah. Nah, my bad on the Thailand thing. I didn't see no Twitter. I had to check you like fuck that. Nah, man.
Nah, I never been there though.
Nah, I never.
Hopefully one day.
Oh, yo, I got a passport, no stamps on that bitch, so it's all good. But yo, like you know what I'm saying? Like outside of music, what you got going on?
I got the merch going. You know what I mean? I'm putting out the merch soon. Done the merch. I'll shout out the website on my gram or Twitter soon. And besides the music, it's just the merch. Besides the merch, it's just the music.
Yeah. So yo, JR motherfucking Ryder up in here, you know
yes,
what I'm saying?
Sir.
So yo, shit, we might as well get into it. I want to hold the man up, man. He gotta get out the Waterbury and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, yo, let's load up a joint, man. Let him go over, you heard?
Yeah. I do this. 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 I do this, nigga. Look. Back and I'm working. Down and wash you like a dish. Bring a rag and detergent. Think somebody hot as this. I hit smack like it's urgent. We don't gotta drop a diss. We could battle in person. I'll get Adam in person. I'm an Adam in person. A rat head think he's slick. I'll unravel his turban. Leave him bodied in his whip and his rather disturbing. Now he was on his way to sip till I splattered his bourbon. This shit is a paradox. Blame the liquor you drinking for thinking you had a shot. You could really hear the hunger in me. I fast a lot. Ain't nobody really punching with me. I shadow box. think you trading with a legend till you end up a laughing stock. I be in these sessions like my label is Rap A Lot. I'm interconnected, you should lay off the Fraggle Rock. I do so much stepping, I keep breaking my Apple Watch. Blame the gunners cause they stay among us. These rappers really hate to run because they ain't become us. And these times all you getting is some bangers from us. 3 9s bout to hit you with the angel numbers. Since you niggas steady praising the failure, we gon' keep the shooting shorter than the take on the trailer. Come out if you think I'm joking, hope you bring an inhaler. Come out with your hoodie smoking like you Drake in Australia. Tuh. I'm him, I am not them. If I was born 20 years earlier, I'd be Rakim. Don't put me in your top 10, I'm on Mach 10. How you think you got me boxed in if I'm locked in? You better come with it like stock rims. Don't ever brush with me and not spin. This terror would not end. I used to sling soft in my sway beef and Brock Tims. Going back and forth with the yay, but I'm not Jim. Then, butter pelly when I touch the telly. Pull up in a Hellcat, they like what the helly. This Ruger that I'm bringing with me ain't my brother Relly. These lunatics that sticking with me never hung with Nelly. Hit my celly, all I'm raising is the bar. You put me on your song and I'm raising it to Mars. Not to toot my own horn, ain't no greater than JR. Unless you Luka or LeBron, don't be playing with AR. Nah, y'all really ain't hot as me. 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 G.O.D. Yeah. You get the picture. I really rap 3 on the way. June. Can't wait. Fresh from DR. You know, we out here buying penthouses out there. You heard?
It's nothing less than greatness when I do this. They shut up in amazement when I do this. They hate it when I do this. It's heavily underrated when I do this. You'll second guess your favorite when I do this. I do this rap shit. Y'all act as if y'all clueless. When I proved it in my music, fire on hand like a Hadouken. You niggas my juniors. This is hazardous. I'll stomp you in these